People can be difficult. They lie, cheat, and do strange things for not so great reasons. It's true, people can be a bit sucky, but according to the Stoics, a philosopher isn't someone who just hides in books, dreaming up ideas. A philosopher, to them, is someone who lives in the real world, dealing with everyday life and being around people. Mark Cerullis suggests being kind and patient with people. He says, dealing with people is what we should focus on. Philosophy is all about people, from the ordinary to the important. In today's video, I want to share some Stoic lessons to get the most out of the people around you and not let the annoying things they do bother you too much. Before we begin, I encourage you to watch this video until the very end, because every tips is important. Let's begin. Number 1. Give less importance to other people's opinions. Don't worry too much about what others think of you. It's kind of weird that we care not only about what people around us think, but also about what people in the future, whom we'll never meet, might think. Mark Cerullis, a wise person from the past, pointed out that people who seek fame after they're gone forget that they won't be there to enjoy it, and future people will be just as silly and obsessed with the wrong things as current ones. What really matters is what you believe in. You know what's right, what you value, and what's important to you. Stick to your principles and measure yourself against your own standards. Don't give too much importance to what others think, whether it's their approval, validation, or the results they expect. What matters most is if you said what you wanted to say, did what you wanted to do, and brought your best self to it. The number of views or external success is not as crucial. Focus on being true to yourself and doing your best. Number 2. Always be honest. Start your day with honesty. As Mark Cerullis advises, when you wake up, remind yourself that you'll encounter tricky, deceitful, and sometimes foolish people. But here's the thing, don't let them pull you into their negativity. Marcus suggests being truthful and genuine with yourself and others, even when they can't do the same. It's about staying good in a world filled with not-so-good people. Remember, you'll meet all sorts of characters, but it's crucial not to let their negativity affect your honesty and goodness. Be true to yourself and stand tall, even when others might not. Before we move forward, spread the love by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Number 3. Don't take things personally. When someone hurts you, says something mean, messes up, or does something wrong, Mark Cerullis suggests asking yourself, when have I done that? When have I acted like that? Because we've all made mistakes. Consider why you did it. Most of the time, it's because you didn't know better or were doing your best. Even when it's a real mistake, it doesn't make you a bad person. So, when people hurt us or mess up, we should remember they're like us. Following Epictetus's advice, don't take it personally. Instead of blaming them, try to understand. Don't write them off. Offer them the same understanding you give yourself. It's about grabbing the other handle, realizing we're all human, and choosing not to hold grudges. Let empathy guide your response, recognizing that people like you are sometimes just trying their best. Number 4. Be patient. Dealing with people can be tough. Mark Cerullis acknowledges in his meditations that people often lie, cheat, and do silly things. It's true, people can be challenging. However, he also emphasizes that the only worthwhile thing in life is to do what's right, to be good, and to be patient with those who aren't. Even though people can be problematic and throw obstacles our way, Stoicism teaches us to stay true to our values. Being patient in the face of others' shortcomings is a way to practice Stoicism, showing self-discipline and fairness, even when faced with unfairness. Stoics accept reality as it is, without turning away, and continue to believe in their responsibilities in this world. So, while people may not always be easy to deal with, The Stoic approach is to remain patient, uphold what's right, and navigate challenges with integrity. Number 5, be a positive influence. It's not just about being a good example, but also inspiring others to be better. A Stoic isn't just someone people look up to. They make others better through their actions, work, and contributions to the community. Epictetus says, don't just talk about your beliefs, live them. By being your best self, you positively impact those around you. The beauty of it is that it brings happiness, not just to others, but also to yourself. Seeing the good you do in the world and in people's lives is the reward for the hard work Stoics put in consistently. Number 6, avoid haters. Cicero jokingly said Cato lived as if he were in Plato's ideal world, not bothered by the mess of reality. Cato believed in a perfect world where everyone was good, and goodness was the only thing that mattered. He didn't care that people around him were corrupt, lacked hope, or that things were falling apart. His focus was on doing what was right, ignoring the chaos outside. When we face discouraging events, a Stoic, like Cato, tunes out the noise. Instead, they concentrate on doing what's right, echoing Marcus Aurelius's advice that doing the right thing is what truly matters. Everything else, like others' actions or popular opinion, becomes irrelevant. The Stoic approach is to stay focused on one's values, disregarding external distractions, and simply doing what is morally right, no matter the turmoil around them. Number 7, show plenty of love. Stoics might seem unfeeling, but that's not true. Seneca advises, if you want love, then love. Marcus Aurelius learns to be free of strong emotions, but emphasizes being full of love. Feeling good and being loved depend on what you contribute to the world. Like the Beatles say, it's about the energy you share because that's what you control. If you want to feel better, don't rely on others' validation. Instead, give what you want. Marcus Aurelius adds, if you want to feel good, do good. If you want to feel loved, spread love and affection. Seneca suggests seeing everyone as an opportunity to practice kindness. By doing this, you'll find that the rest takes care of itself. So, to be full of love, it's about what you give and how you treat others, creating positive energy that comes back to you. Number 8, avoid comparing. Find contentment. It steals your happiness, as Theodore Roosevelt wisely said. When you measure yourself against others, you often feel like you have less or are less. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, points out how silly it is to envy people without knowing who they are or what their lives are truly like. He suggests thinking about all the people who might envy you. Doing these thought exercises helps Stoics combat destructive thoughts, like jealousy. The truth is, you don't need to envy others because they might envy you. And if your situation were different, you might envy yourself. The Stoic idea is to be content with what you have, accepting it, and realizing it's enough. As Seneca quotes Epicurus, enough will never be enough for the person to whom enough is too little. So, instead of comparing, focus on being satisfied with what you have, understanding that true contentment comes from within. Number 9, treasure your loved ones. A friend emailed me on Friday. I planned to respond on Monday, but by Sunday, he was gone, having passed away suddenly. This is why Stoics practice memento mori. Life is short, and it can end unexpectedly. They remind us that the people we love are not possessions. We can't take them for granted. You can't assume they'll always be around. They're on borrowed time, here with uncertain status. So, don't take people or time for granted. Don't go to bed angry. Don't hold grudges. Be with them now. Forgive now. Appreciate now. Enjoy now. That's all we can do. Remember, life is fleeting, and you or your loved ones could leave at any moment. Let this realization guide your actions, words, and thoughts, especially with those who matter the most to you.